This is in no way my attempt to justify my comic book obsession. And this story, I really like. Artwork, the storytelling. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Let's talk about Ant-Man. Over the weekend, the newest edition of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Ant-Man, opened at $58 million, which is relatively small compared to other recent Marvel films. But it still took the #1 spot for the weekend, making it the 12th Marvel film in a row to do so. But of those 12 films, only one other film opened at less than $60 million, which was The Incredible Hulk, and it opened at $55 million. In 2011, Thor opened up at $65.7 million, and Captain America: The First Avenger opened up at $65.1 million. So Ant-Man opened a bit lower than those other Marvel standalone movies. But by no means does that mean that Ant-Man is going to be a flop. It had a relatively small production budget of $130 million, and the less cost it takes to make a film, the more potential for profit. And $130 million is a lot lower than a lot of these other Marvel movies. I saw Ant-Man on Friday night and I loved it. However, this was a picture that I took 2 minutes before the movie was about to start. There were 17 people in that theater on a Friday night of opening weekend. It's a Marvel movie. Why was it not jam-packed full of bodies? As it turns out, it could have been for any number of reasons. Number one, people don't understand how Ant-Man is a great hero, and that's not the fault of the general public. Before 2008, most people probably wouldn't care to see a movie about an Iron Man, and now Robert Downey Jr. is most people's favorite Marvel actor. Number two, the director change. Fanboy favorite Edgar Wright was slated to direct the movie, but then right before shooting began, he cited creative differences and left the project. Peyton Reed took over and Ant-Man was delivered on time, but one has to wonder how Edgar Wright's vision would have completely played out. Would he have been able to put his distinct imprint on Ant-Man, just like James Gunn did on Guardians of the Galaxy? Yes. The answer to that is yes. He would have done an amazing job. And number three, the marketing. Some of the marketing was great. I saw this display where it was the poster in this little like slidey case, and the poster wasn't all the way down into the case. And if you looked really closely at the bottom, you could see a little Ant-Man holding up the poster, like he was lifting it, pushing it out of the case. And that's great. That's fantastic. I love stuff like that. The flip side of marketing is the way that the trailer was cut. After watching the trailer and watching the film, I understand why they didn't cut the trailer differently, because they didn't want to spoil a lot of the amazing, hilarious, great stuff in the film, but I feel like it just didn't have enough of a hook to get people to need to see Ant-Man. A lot of those people are waiting to hear from their friends, from the internet, from word of mouth, from reviews, which is why I'm telling you that you need to go see Ant-Man. It's fun, it's hilarious, the action is great, it's a really simple heist movie. Ant-Man earned an A grade from audience polling as reported by CineScore, and the reviews have all been solid, and Paul Rudd is great in this role. I was worried that they were going to be skipping over a lot of very important Hank Pym stuff, you know, the original Ant-Man, and just start off with Scott Lang, but they did a really good job of tying in the old Hank Pym with the new Scott Lang and the flashbacks and the relationship, and it just really worked. Really well. Thomas the Tank Engine, my opinion, best part of the trailer. I still laugh every time I see it, and he has a slightly bigger role in the film. I won't spoil anything. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about Ant-Man and your experience in the theater. Was it packed? Was there no one there? Are you thinking about seeing Ant-Man and you're just not sure yet? Anyway, that's it for this episode of The Pull List. My name is Travis. Thank you for fueling my comic book obsession, and you will see me later.